Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of a destination that really defies expectation, China. Imagine this land where, ancient imperial grandeur meets these dazzling futuristic cities. Millennia of history sitting right alongside just breathtaking natural wonders. And, well, for those of us who live to eat, it's a culinary paradise. Every dish tells a story. We've got your sources right here, and we're ready to explore what makes this country so endlessly fascinating.
Exactly. And our mission, as always, is to kind of cut through the noise, find the most impactful insights, and unearth those surprising facts you might not find everywhere else. Think of this as your shortcut to being genuinely well-informed about a trip to China. Whether you're, actively planning or just dreaming about it, we really want to deliver those aha moments, help you grasp the key stuff quickly, but, thoroughly, without it feeling overwhelming.
Okay, right. Let's dive into some of those immediate practicalities, things that often come up for first-timers. A lot of people wonder, is China really open for tourists right now? And importantly, how safe is it?
Yeah, that's a great place to start. From what the sources tell us, tourism is largely unhindered, pretty open. Major cities especially are very accessible. They've got modern public transport, and increasingly you'll find clear English signs, which helps a lot. Now, there are a few sensitive regions, like Tibet and Xinjiang. You do need special permits for those. But those typically don't apply to the general tourist routes, so for most places, you're good to go. And safety, well, China is consistently ranked as one of the safest countries for travelers. That includes solo female travelers, too. Crime rates are pretty low. Cities feel vibrant, active late into the evening. But of course, usual common sense applies, just like anywhere new.
That's definitely reassuring. So, okay, decision made, you're going. What are the absolute non-negotiables, the things you have to sort out before you even get on the plane? What often catches people out?
Right. The surprises often come down to being digitally ready. It's a big one. But first, the obvious stuff. Visa. Essential. For example, British passport holders. They need to visit a Chinese visa processing center, give biometric info, make sure your passport has plenty of validity left. And travel insurance, never skip that. But here's the crucial bit, the game changer that surprises many. Setting up WeChat Pay and Alipay with your international bank cards. Before you arrive, China is almost entirely cashless now. These apps are fundamental for everything, street food, taxis, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, without them, you'll genuinely struggle. It's that important. Also, download and test a VPN beforehand. Vital if you want to access familiar apps like Google, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram.
Right, the firewall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for day-to-day stuff, a good translation app like Plico. It can instantly translate Chinese characters from photos. Incredibly useful.
Those digital payment tips sound absolutely invaluable. Really highlights how key that prep is for modern China. Okay, let's shift gears. Let's explore Beijing, the imperial heart. If you're there for the first time, what are the experiences that really define the city?
Well, for so many people, Beijing starts with the Great Wall.
Yep.
It has to. It's truly magnificent. There are many sections, of course, but our sources often point to Mutianyu. It's generally more accessible, fewer crowds than Beidaling, say. And it even has some unique ways down, like a toboggan ride. Adds a bit of fun.
What toboggan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want something more raw, less restored, Jinshanling offers a more authentic, kind of rugged feel. So you can sort of choose your adventure there, comfort or something a bit more challenging.
Sounds like there really is a wall for everyone. Beyond the wall, though, what else in Beijing really captures that deep history and culture?
Right in the city's heart, you have the Forbidden City, an absolute must-see. It's the world's largest imperial palace complex. Now it's the Palace Museum, a UNESCO site.
Yeah.
The sheer scale, the architecture, it's just astounding. But really important, book your tickets well in advance. They sell out.
Good tip.
Definitely. Then, not too far away, the Summer Palace offers a really nice contrast. It's peaceful. A huge complex of beautiful gardens, lakes, pavilions, perfect for just a leisurely wander. And, of course, food. You can't go to Beijing without trying the iconic Peking duck.
Oh, yeah.
And grabbing a savory jianbing, that crepe-like breakfast from a street vendor. Essential Beijing eats.
Zhanbing. Okay, from imperial grandeur, let's move to a city known for ancient armies and a really distinct local culture, Xi'an. This means, of course, the Terracotta Warriors. What makes seeing them in person so powerful?
Oh, the Terracotta Army is it's an archaeological marvel that really brings history to life in a way few things can. This huge life-size army, created over 2,000 years ago for Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor. And it was hidden until 1974. Farmers just stumbled upon it. The scale is what gets you. An estimated 8,000 soldiers plus chariots, horses, and each one has unique facial features. meticulously crafted.
Incredible.
Imagine the effort, the artistry, and something people don't always realize. They look sort of earthen now, right? But they were originally painted in bright, vibrant colors.
Wow, really?
Yeah, which have sadly faded over time. But just imagine what that must have looked like.
8,000 unique soldiers, originally colorful. That's truly monumental. What else defines Xi'an beyond the warriors?
Well, Xi'an also have one of the largest, oldest, and best preserved ancient military walls in the world, the Xi'an City Wall. And you can actually walk or bike along the top. Gives you this amazing perspective on the city, past and present. Yeah, it's great. And for just immersing yourself in local culture and especially food, the Muslim Quarter is essential. It's this bustling market, absolutely teeming with street food stalls. You have to try Beyond noodles there.
Yeah.
Famous for being super wide, chewy. They even say the name comes from the sound of them being made.
Oh, okay.
And Rujiamo, people call it Chinese hamburger. It's this savory shredded meat, usually pork or beef, stuffed in a bun. Delicious local favorite. Lian Pie, those cold skin noodles. And Yangru Palmo, the lamb soup with bread.
Oh,
and persimmon cakes.
okay, I'm getting hungry. Let's shift from the cities in history. China also has this incredible natural beauty, right? What kind of wonders await beyond the urban sprawl?
Absolutely. For really striking, almost otherworldly scenery, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park in Hunan Province is famous. It has these towering sandstone pillars, very unique. It's believed they actually inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, you can see the resemblance. The park's well set up for visitors, too. Cable cars, a huge glass elevator built onto the cliff face. And for the really adventurous, there's the Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge. Walking across that over a deep canyon, it's unforgettable. Or terrifying, depending.
Yeah, maybe both. And what about those landscapes you see in traditional Chinese paintings? The misty mountains, the serene rivers. Where do you find that?
You're probably thinking of Yangshuo and the Li River near Guilin. That's in the Guangxi region. That area has that classic, stunning karst mountain scenery. It really does feel like stepping into a painting. Taking a gentle bamboo raft trip down the Li River is just incredibly peaceful. You float past village life, maybe see fishermen using cormorants like they have for centuries. And Yangshuo itself is known for this rugged mountain landscape. It's perfect for cycling through the countryside, exploring traditional villages. Another incredible natural site, quite different, are the Longji Rice Terraces, the dragon's backbone, hiking through these huge tiered terraces carved into the hillsides, maybe staying overnight in a minority village there. That offers a really deep connection to local life, plus the views are just astonishing.
It sounds like such immense diversity in the natural landscapes. Are there any other maybe quick highlights of unique natural spots?
Yeah, definitely. Briefly, the Yellow Mountains, Huangshan, they're celebrated for these dramatic, cloud-shrouded peaks, ancient pine trees, very poetic scenery. And there's the stone forest, Xi'an, near Kunming. It's this bizarre, fascinating landscape of towering limestone formations. Looks like a forest made of rock. And for hikers looking for a serious challenge, Tiger Leaping Gorge is world-renowned. A deep canyon, powerful river, really demanding but rewarding treks.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me, and probably a lot of our listeners. Let's talk food. Specifically, that fiery, flavorful legacy of Sichuan cuisine. Chengdu is a UNESCO city of gastronomy, isn't it?
Yeah.
What makes this region's foods so utterly unique and, well, addictive?
You're absolutely right. Chengdu's UNESCO status is spot on. Sichuan cuisine, it's way more than just spicy. It's defined by mala. That's the key.
Yeah.
It's this electrifying combination of numbing Sichuan peppercorns, that's the ma, and fiery chili heat, the la.
Mala, got it.
But it's not just about heat and numbness. It's also about this complex interplay of other bold aromatic flavors. Garlic, ginger, fermented bean paste. It creates this multi-layered, multi-sensory experience that's just incredibly compelling, really addictive, like you said.
So, if we're in Chengdu, beyond just, eating Sichuan food, what are the absolute must-have culinary experiences? What really defines it on the plate?
Okay, in Chengdu, hot pot. It's more than a meal. It's almost like a spiritual belief for food lovers there. It's that communal experience, characterized by numbness, spiciness, freshness, fragrance, all at once. Now, Chongqing style often uses beef tallow, which is richer, more intense. Chengdu style often uses vegetable oil, maybe a bit lighter. You can usually get a yin-yang pot, half spicy, half mild broth. Perfect for trying everything, especially if you're sharing or have different spice tolerances.
Smart.
Yeah. Then you have the noodles and dumplings. Dan noodles are a must. Savory, chewy noodles, this rich, complex sauce with preserved vegetables and sometimes minced pork. So good. And mapo tofu, famous worldwide for a reason. It's this beautiful balance of soft tofu, minced meat, fermented black beans, and that signature mala. It's elegant, surprisingly complex.
I'm already planning my food tour. What about some perhaps lesser known but equally essential Sichuan dishes, especially for the adventurous eater?
Okay, if you venture just outside Chengdu to Xi'an, many locals say that's the real food capital. You find bobo chicken. It's unique. Skewers. Lots of skewers, deboned chicken, lotus root mushrooms, quail eggs, all sorts soaked in these amazing spicy or numbing sauces, served cold in earthenware jars. You just grab what you want.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's really social and tasty. And for a kind of local fast food experience, there's malatang. You pick your own skewers of meat and veg, then the chef boils them for you right there in a big pot of spicy soup base. Quick, easy, delicious. For something fun, try chicken with hot chili pepper. Jie Lushan spicy chicken. It's like a game finding the small pieces of fried chicken hidden amongst a mountain of dried red chilies and Sichuan peppercorns.
Ah, a treasure hunt.
Exactly. And for the truly adventurous, Chengdu offers rabbit head, usually eaten cold, marinated in spices. It's surprisingly tender and very flavorful if you're up for it.
Okay, rabbit head. Noted. It sounds like a culinary adventure around every corner. What about key ingredients? Things that really capture the essence of Sichuan cooking.
All right, beyond the fresh stuff, certain pantry staples are really the soul of Sichuan food. Pixie and bean paste tubanjiang is fundamental. It's a fermented broad bean paste, deep reddish-brown color. It provides this crucial savory depth, umami, to so many dishes like mapo tofu or twice-cooked pork.
Okay, pixie and bean paste.
And Fuling pickled mustard tuber zakai. It's this pungent, salty, crunchy pickle used everywhere. In noodle soup, stir fries, or just as a side dish. Adds a great textural contrast and kick. And you can't talk Sichuan without mentioning baijiu. Sichuan baijiu is famous for its strong flavor style. It's a potent grain liquor, definitely an experience in itself.
Phew. Okay, so we've covered history, nature, incredible food. What does this all mean for you, the listener, the traveler? How do you actually pull one of these trips together, make it happen smoothly? What's the practical takeaway?
All right, let's talk practicalities. Budget first, always important. Based on the sources we look at, one estimate put a 14-day trip, excluding your international flights, at around 107,800 Indian rupees. Another estimate for a slightly longer 20-day trip ranged from maybe 10,000 to 16,000 Chinese yuan. That's roughly, say, 1,380 to 2,200 US dollars. Again, flights not included.
Okay, so a ballpark figure.
Exactly. Once you're actually in China, daily expenses can be quite reasonable. Estimates are around like 81.50 a day for accommodation, maybe 50-100 for food, less if you eat street food, more for restaurants. Local transport, maybe 20-40, and traction entry fees, maybe 50 on 50 on average. So it means a really fantastic experience is quite achievable once you've handled the flight cost.
Those numbers definitely help paint a picture. And for getting around such a huge country, you've got these amazing cities, natural wonders spread out of trains, both.
It's definitely a mix, usually. China's high-speed trains are, frankly, excellent. Really reliable, comfortable, super efficient for distances up to maybe, say, 6 or 7 hours. It's a great way to see the countryside zip by, too. But for longer distances, or if you're short on time, domestic flights become much more practical. They can save you a whole day of travel sometimes. As for the best time to go, generally spring, April, May, or autumn, September, October offer the most pleasant weather. Usually warm, dry, great for exploring. Summer can get pretty hot and humid, especially down south. And northern winters can be very cold, although winter can be a good time to see pandas being active, even the cubs. So, trade-offs.
Good point about the pandas. And for people who love shopping or just soaking up the atmosphere in local markets, what should they expect?
Oh, definitely be ready to bargain, especially in the big wholesale markets like, say, Guangzhou's Yide Road Gift Market or the famous Wacom by Electronics Market in Shenzhen. It's all part of the fun, part of the experience.
Right. Don't accept the first price.
Exactly. Always check product quality carefully, of course. And if you're considering, like, bulk buying or something for business, definitely ask for samples first. China offers just an incredible, mind-boggling array of goods. Electronics, textiles, tea, ceramics, gifts. You'll definitely find something unique. But beyond shopping, really remember to immerse yourself in the experiences. Cycling through Yangshuo's landscapes, like we mentioned, taking that bamboo raft trip, visiting minority villages, maybe seeing a local festival if your timing's right, or even just hanging out in a park. Chengdu's People's Park, for example, is amazing for people watching. You see tea culture, folks playing mahjong, practicing tai chi, matchmaking corners, just local life in full swing.
We've really covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From the ancient stones of the Great Wall in Xi'an to the fiery heart of Sichuan cuisine, the stunning pillars of Zhangjiajie, the serene beauty of the Lier River. It's just so incredibly clear that China offers this unparalleled diversity. Something for literally everyone, history buffs, nature lovers, and definitely foodies like me.
Absolutely. And this deep dive, it's really only scratched the surface. China's offerings are immense. From its heavenly country food, as Sichuan is sometimes called, to these landscapes that just inspire awe. So as you think about your own journey, maybe it's a plan for next year. Maybe it's just a dream for the future. I'd encourage you to think beyond just the list of sights. Consider how you want to feel on that trip. Is it the thrill of discovery that excites you most? The warmth and connection of sharing amazing food? Or maybe that deep sense of peace you find in stunning natural beauty? Let that feeling, that inner yearning, kind of guide your next step in exploring this truly fascinating, complex, and rewarding country.